welcome to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangie.
And I'm Jack.
And happy Monday.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I guess we just finished watching The Stobbers, and oh, I forgot to mute this. We just finished watching The Stobbers, and always enjoy watching them. They're always smiling and, just kind of a big pick-me-up.
Yep.
And
We could use more of that these days.
Yeah, and if you don't subscribe and watch The Stobbers, please do so.
Hey, Allison. That's my cousin.
Hey there.
There's Jennifer. So if you are on our Facebook page,
Yep.
Then you saw some pictures where we got to hang out with Serenity Hill Farmstead, and we have been online friends for years, like seriously, like about 5 years, the best we could come up with.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so, and plus she is one of our moderators, and
That's right.
we got to hang out with her and her family, and we had a blast. Our kids, our boys, well, and Evie, her daughter, they played so hard. Like, I'm sure her kids went right to sleep when they left, but our kids
We had a good visit
Yes.
with them, and her husband. I really enjoyed talking with him.
Yeah.
Just really friendly people.
Yep.
And I was thinking about that today. It's just we had not met them until yesterday,
Yeah.
but so much in common.
Yes.
A lot in common.
Technology,
Very nice people.
Technology can be used for bad, horrible things, and there's a lot of negativity on the web, but it is also used for great things, which is
Absolutely.
connecting with like-minded people and building friendships. So
Yeah.
anyway, it was super cool to get to hang out
Yeah,
with them.
it was great for them to visit.
We've got a lot of familiar names popping up in the chats. I'm glad that you guys are with us tonight. And we decided that there is one thing in particular that we have agreed that we do not want to talk about. And that is the one
Yeah.
thing that everybody seems
Yeah.
to be talking about.
Well, with everything shutting down and the news, I mean, it's constant, about the virus and everything that's going on. It's just, it is in your face.
It's all you hear about.
Yeah,
When
it's
you're on
all on
social media,
social media,
yeah.
the news, just everywhere. So hopefully we can just do a zone-free show
Yes,
tonight.
Yes.
You
And really, the stuff that we talk about here are ways that you can make it through something like
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
But let's tonight focus on the positive. Let's focus on what we all love, which is gardening.
Mandy says she
and-
is stuck in isolation for 14. Why is she? Are you sick? Why are you stuck in isolation? I mean,
Yeah. But yeah, let's talk about gardening. Let's talk about cooking.
we can have
Let's
well
talk
over
about-
50 people, 100
Yes.
people. We could have 200 people join us live, and everybody can be safe.
Oh,
'Cause
she traveled internationally.
This can't go through Wi-Fi
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Is everybody watching us from a 6-foot distance, just to be safe?
oh, good grief.
No, I'm just joking.
Okay, so
Well, we hope she's okay though. Seriously. We
she
hope
said
she's okay.
not sick as far as she knows, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So let's talk about gardening. How many of you have started seeds? How many of you already have things in the ground? What are you growing that you are most excited about? I have to say, Bro Farms, I don't exactly know what gardening zone that they're in,
Hey, Kathy.
but hey, Kathy. But I know they live in Louisiana, right? It's Louisiana, not Mississippi. But they're way ahead. She's already got little baby peppers on her plants and tomatoes, and I'm just like, thank
I
you
know
for posting that.
spring has not even hit our part of Kentucky yet. It's still cold and wet, swampy. Someone asked how I was doing. I'm still at work, and we haven't we have, I guess we could say we've partially shut down, but we are still, I'm still engaging with the public every day as far as that goes. So
Yeah.
we'll see how long that lasts. It's very fluid, what the changes. They're just, it's constant. So
Yeah.
I can go to work and 2 hours later something has changed, and then an hour later, no, it's changed again. So it's just very fluid right now.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see, Allison says she's got some flowers started. Let's see, George, I'm with you on that because I haven't started any of my cold crops. I haven't started any.
Can you see out of
Yes,
both
I
eyes?
can see just fine.
I just hit the table, shook the whole camera.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to probably purchase some cabbage starts, probably some broccoli, but I plan, hopefully, when the soil warms up a little bit, I'm gonna try to get some peas and kale and spinach and lettuce and radishes
Yeah.
and stuff like that in the ground. But I'm hoping to start my tomatoes and peppers and things like that this week.
Serenity Hill. They went to Onyx Cave and were the only ones there.
Oh my
I bet they
goodness.
met Missy.
Did you meet Missy?
She's one of the part owners. She's a good friend of mine.
Let's see, have to wait till next month to get yellow pear tomato seeds. Those little yellow pear tomatoes are
Southern Blessed Homestead. Hey there, guys.
exquisite.
I missed you a while ago.
Let's see, radishes and beets are already
Yeah.
up. I will say that,
It doesn't take long for radishes. They'll be eating radishes soon.
yeah, see, P. Quinn said, are dollar store seeds good? I have used some, and they're fine. You probably don't have as high of a germination rate as you would with, other seed stores or companies. But yeah, they should be fine. You just might not have the germination rate as well.
Wow. Rose is in Oregon, and she already has,
Brassicas.
out in her beds, veggies started in the greenhouse.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's very cool.
Mandy has ordered compost to be delivered.
Very cool.
Man, I wish we could do that here.
Missy, long hair and glasses.
Yes. Kind of short. Yeah.
Let's see. I used your link, Tangi, and placed a small order from MI Gardner. Excellent. Yes, if you want to place an order with MI Gardner, be sure at checkout you put in TCW10, and that is my affiliate code, and you will save 10% on your already extremely reasonably priced seeds.
There is, Bro Farms, North Star, Stringfield Ridge. There's
Hey,
Stringfield
Stringfield
Ridge.
Ridge.
Yeah, I heard they've got a cow at the butcher.
Nice. Going to work in the garden while stuck at home and can up a bunch of bison stock. I'm sure that's the thing with running a homestead is there is always something to do. And that is one thing that I would highly encourage everyone. Of course, I don't have to tell y'all because y'all already do it, but anybody else that might be watching, right now is really a good time to go outside. Because not only is fresh air good for you, the sunshine is good for you, it's good for your health, it's good for your mental health. So yeah, even if you're not gardening yet, just go outside. Sit on the porch, sit on your patio, sit on a sidewalk. Just go outside.
Jump off A. Hello. Speaking of,
Hey,
guess
Cliff.
the gardening planning. So I have to backtrack just a little bit. So we had planned to go out of town this week.
Yes.
Again, one of the many, many, many things that have been canceled was the Deep South gathering.
Yes.
And we understand totally why they did that. We're disappointed because we were really looking forward to going and just hanging out with several friends there and getting to meet everybody. But so now it looks like we're staying home. We're not going out of town because there would be no restaurants open or anything anyway. So we're gonna save our money and stay home. But I mean, I have the vacation days, so I'll have an extra long weekend. So if it will be dry enough, I've got to try to do some garden prep outside. But
Hey.
I just watched the weather,
Never mind. Nothing. Go ahead.
and they said that later on this week we could get up to 3 inches of rain, like Thursday and Friday. So it's not looking good at all. I mean, yeah, I've got days off.
Come here, Ruger.
We're not going anywhere. We're staying home, and it's nothing but rain.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, there's still a lot that we were hoping to have done by now, which, like you said,
Yeah.
the raised beds, the chicken coop, and neither one of those
Neither
have.
one's done. I mean, it's just every time I have a day off, something happens. Either it's just terrible weather, you go outside, it's storming, kids are slamming doors, but it's just been insane.
Oh
So,
she's so wet.
so we're looking
There
for.
you go, Allison.
We've got a little wet puppy.
So
Get
Emily
it.
got Ruger from my cousin Allison that you see in the chats, and her mom and dad. So she's a cute. Oh wow, she's very very wet
Yeah.
and muddy.
Yeah.
So she's good.
But she don't stink. She don't smell like a wet dog.
No, our Georgia does though.
Yeah.
I think I saw my other cousin Tashana. There she is. But at least you can possibly could be snow out. That is true. Yeah. Tashana and
I'd
her
rather it
husband
be
live in an area where they get a lot of snow.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather us be getting snow than all the rain. At least we only get a little bit of snow here.
Yeah.
But we've already got water ponding up around the house, so I'm afraid if we get another 3 inches, we may have more water trying to get into our basement this time.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
So
But yeah, we're anyway, yeah, so a lot of rain going on here. Hopefully
bison broth. I just saw that. That looks awesome.
let's see. National Crazy made my hubby
Yeah,
agree to
I
get
guess.
chicks.
I guess if anything, we could do some
Thank
YouTube.
you, City Girl.
We could do some YouTube videos. We'll have time to do that.
Yeah. Well, I even posted we're in a YouTube group, and I was like, with everything shutting down, all sporting events being closed, and all that stuff, there's gonna be a lot of people at home watching YouTube.
Yeah.
So, but the
So maybe we-
schools are closed here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kathy said, "Can you dig a trench away from your house?"
No. It's not water coming into our house. It's water coming up our drains that
Yes.
drain out to a house. So we have no problems with water
Around the house.
around the house draining in or pouring into the house.
Yeah.
We don't have problems with that.
No.
It's just it has rained entirely so much at the water table. The ground gets so saturated that water table and saturation zone gets higher than the basement is.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening.
Yep.
And there's no ditches or drains you can dig for that.
No.
You just have to have sump pump.
Yep. And we have that. We just hope we don't have to use it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what are
So-
you all growing this year that you have never grown before? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear it. I know somebody asked me that last week, and I was trying to think, but I went through some of my seeds this week, and there's a lot of things that I've got that I want to try to grow. Rutabagas, jicama. I don't even know if I can grow jicama here, but I want to try.
No.
And then let's see. Oh, and then Jennifer from Serenity. We were buffering for a second. Serenity Hill. She brought me some seeds.
Some loofah.
Some loofah seeds.
Some loofah seeds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, Kajari melons. Want to try garlic. Let's see.
A Kajari melon. That is
Now-
new to me. I don't know what that is.
Well, I think we have seeds for that, but I don't know if it's a sweet melon or if it is like a squash.
Well, Bro Farms, it's their first year growing bush beans and Blue
Ooh,
Lake.
yes.
Those are
the
ours.
burgundy.
Yeah, we love those.
We sure
Love
do.
'em.
Let's
Good
see.
stuff.
Artichokes, rhubarb, Kajari melons, radishes. Too many to mention. That's exciting. Let's see. I'll give you a recipe for pasties. Ooh, yes. I know what pasties are, but I've never made
And
them.
Patty's doing potatoes. You know, we've never grown potatoes either.
Nope. I want to though.
Yeah.
Growing kohlrabi for the first time. bush beans are tops. I do love bush beans. I've had really good luck with bush beans. Jess from Roots and Refuge grows that melon. Yep, I have seen that. Bro Farms from Georgia, we could send you some rain. Praying you get rain soon.
We actually have some seeds.
Hi, Angela.
We have some pawpaw seeds that are actually germinating. So we're...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So we had a friend over earlier, well, it was about a week ago, almost a week ago. And so and he is really big in the garden. Sometimes he's in the chats. I haven't seen his name pop up yet. But anyway, I brought all my seeds up. I was kind of going through them. And when we were at the harvest celebration, out on a table, they had pawpaw seeds in these little Ziploc bags. And anyway, as I was going through my seeds, I found the baggie that had them in there, and they're already sprouting in the Ziploc bag.
I think they were donated or they were giving them away through Kentucky State University, I believe.
Yes, and they were in Ziploc bags.
But yeah, in Ziploc bags.
With dirt inside
with just a little
of
bit
it.
of dirt, but enough that they're sprouting. So we need to get those in some pots and see if those things will start growing.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It'd be awesome to have some pawpaw trees.
It would. It would.
And I do know of some wild pawpaw trees that are growing around my work area. So I think it's August, like late summer or fall when they start fruiting. I'm gonna go try to find those pawpaw trees.
Yeah, I have no idea. Let's
is that?
see. I have no idea. Let's see. What are bush beans? Bush beans are beans that don't grow on a vine. They grow on a plant. So it's, they don't grow vertically.
We just lost some.
They don't grow vertically, and they're just...
Are we still live? Because our screen went blank on the laptop.
You can see everybody talking to us. And then Tashanis asked if we have ever grown in straw bales, and the answer is no. I haven't, but my friend Rachel over at 1870s Homestead does. So if you want to check out 1870s Homestead, she does the Ruth Stout method, and they grew, I don't even remember how many hundreds of pounds of potatoes they grew in hay bales.
Yeah, I think we got it back on our end. I'm glad y'all didn't lose us. So garden planting.
Let's see. Yep, they're saying we're all good.
Good.
So they didn't lose us.
So garden planting and another, we're not done talking about garden yet, are we? But also,
I hope not.
There's something else you want to talk about before we get too deep into our show here, don't you? The second thing we have.
What'd you say?
Garden planting and food storage meals.
What did you say before that?
Forget it. Forget it.
I don't know. Somehow I missed that whole first part of what you said.
Okay, forget it.
George said that he was growing jalapenos for the first time this year. We're a big fan of the jalapenos.
Yeah, we try to grow those every year. We really like
do.
those.
We still have a bunch from last year downstairs.
Got some canned.
We want to try and grow pumpkins too. We actually grew pumpkins about 4 years ago.
Well, we tried one year.
We got several pumpkins though.
Yeah, they grew, but they didn't have much flavor. I don't know what we did wrong.
We didn't eat them.
Yeah, we did one, didn't we? No, it was watermelons. We
Watermelons,
tried to grow watermelons.
Yeah.
And they just didn't have
cantaloupe. Our cantaloupe
taste.
didn't have a whole lot of flavor either.
Yeah,
But no,
so I don't know what
Emily
was up with that.
grew a hill of pumpkins, and we got several pumpkins that we used.
Yeah.
They were jack-o'-lantern pumpkins.
I forgot about those. I was thinking
Yeah.
watermelons.
Oh. Ew. People are gross. Okay. Let's see. My boyfriend grows some great jalapenos. Yeah, we love jalapenos. We like them all different kinds of ways.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you grown?
We do need to get some mulch or compost. We need compost and maybe some fill dirt too.
Yeah. Yep.
But Yeah, you need to call your guy.
Yep, I need to call my guy, my compost guy. Let's see. Have you grown or like sweet potatoes? I love sweet potatoes.
Jalapeno? Has anyone grown jalapenos?
Yeah, they taste like jalapenos, but they don't have the heat. Jalapeno on a stick. I got Cherokee tan seeds. Oh, cool. So, okay. Well, he's not going to answer. Jackie does not care for sweet potatoes, but I love them.
Oh, no.
And we have
I
not
don't eat sweet potatoes.
And we have not tried to grow them yet. Let's see. We made jalapeno dust. It was the best seasoning. Also, each time you open the jar, it clears your sinuses. I bet it does. What are your thoughts on Israel? We like Israel.
Yeah, I got no issues with them.
Nope. Let's
That
see.
was a random question.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my sweet potatoes to grow.
Yeah, I've never been a sweet potato fan. They smell good, and when you're fixing one and putting, some butter and everything on, it looks good. It's just I've never really liked the taste of them.
Okay, sweet potatoes, savory,
I'm just
roasted, just butter and salt. That's all you need. That's all you need. It doesn't need cinnamon. It doesn't need brown sugar. It doesn't need anything. It just needs butter and salt. Sometimes a little cayenne pepper on there too.
Bro Farms is they're growing Cherokee the Cherokee purples, and that's one of your favorite tomatoes to grow
Absolutely.
and eat. Those are one of our favorites.
It is so very good.
They're not the perfect round looking tomato. They can get very odd shaped, but they're very tasty and very good. It's a good heirloom tomato, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Very good. So Jack said we earned ourselves a subscriber.
We did.
Yes. So I guess a friend of Israel is a friend of his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my cousin Tashana, she mentioned that her and her family lived in Israel for a while.
Cool.
Let's see, butter, salt, and sour cream on sweet potatoes.
Cinnamon and brown sugar.
A
I think
touch
you
of
like
nutmeg.
that.
I like sweet
all sounds
potatoes.
good.
Period. Do I have a sweet potato bread recipe? I'm a purist. I like my sweet potatoes as potatoes. I've never had them as a bread. I have had them as a biscuit before, and I wasn't a fan. Let's see. Sour cream on those sweet potatoes. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever put sour cream on my sweet potato. But yeah, sweet potatoes. Boom. Okay.
So, anything else we're trying new besides
Oh gosh.
maybe a pawpaw and a loofah and a rutabaga?
Yeah, and I'll have a video out whenever I narrow it down, because I'm also trying to figure out how much space I'm gonna have. I'm so tempted just to get the tiller and just till up dirt, because I don't know. I was going through some old pictures from when we lived at the other house, and we had our raised beds, and we also had our in-ground garden. And I mean, we had corn, we had okra, we had all the things because we had the room for it.
Yeah.
And I just, especially with things being the way they are, and I want to grow more food.
I think a good spot for it would be like out here, past our driveway.
If we did till.
Yes, but the problem is that's beyond where our dogs' collars allow the range to go, so they can't run away and get in the road.
Everyone's saying, do it.
And but the thing is if it's beyond the range of our dogs, then the garden. We've all been told the raccoons will get in the garden and just destroy it.
Yeah. Ooh, yes, I have tomatillo seeds. I really like salsa verde. Do you like salsa verde? The green salsa? It's like, it has a tang.
I don't know if I've had it.
I really like it. But I don't know that I want to go through all the trouble of growing it and canning it if you didn't like it. Yeah. Do you typically plant those? But no, to answer your question, I have never grown those. But I would love to and make
I know I love
verde.
salsa, regular salsa, And so I know we want to grow stuff to keep making the regular salsa because we know we all love that. The whole family does.
Yeah, Bro
So-
Farms. Leah said that she really likes my old gardening videos, and there was one where I decided on my own. I made the executive decision to till it more garden.
Oh
And I
yeah.
was like, "Look, honey, more garden."
Yeah, and it didn't really work.
It most certainly did.
Well, not really.
Yes,
it
it
didn't
did.
because you only
I grew all
broke
the things.
the grass. You didn't really get down into the dirt.
Yeah, I did. No, you're thinking of something else.
I must be
But I
thinking
did.
something else.
You did.
So I don't even know if we could break this yard up with just a hand tiller.
Well, yeah, because it is really rocky, but I'm willing to try.
Are
Let's see.
raccoons good to keep around? No, they are not. No, if I see a raccoon, I'll shoot it.
Yeah, they're
I may lose some subscribers for saying that, but no, they're just pests.
yeah.
They're just pests around here. They get into everything. They could carry diseases.
Rabies.
So yeah, and it's just they're not good to have around and especially the farm next door. It's a big livestock farm. They're not good to have around that either.
Yeah. Let's see. Kathy said Danielle Walker has an awesome sweet potato, maple, and bacon dish. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. Oh, there's my friend Amanda. Hey, Mandy.
Yeah, 4 more raised
Yay!
beds.
Yay. Yeah, okay, so we're not going to mention the thing that we said we're not going to talk about, but I'm going to ask this. What's going on right now? Are you adjusting how you grow your food, or are you just going to keep doing what you're doing?
Who you talking to?
Them.
Oh,
All of them. All of you.
okay.
That's a question for all of you.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
making you reevaluate what you grow, how much you grow, how you shop, all of that stuff? Is this something that's going to change your food planning for the long term? Or is this something that,
That is a good question.
you're already
Yeah.
living the life.
And how many
you're
of you-
mostly self-sustainable, so you're just going to keep doing what you're doing?
How many of you thought maybe you were doing pretty good, but then have realized because of this, I'm going to do a little more now, or I need to put a little more back than I normally thought I would?
Yeah.
So yeah, it always makes us go back and rethink. What can we do different? Should we do anything different? Or are we set? Are we good?
Yeah. Getting started on Homestead, he said, I'm growing toilet paper this year.
Man, they're starting a 30-30 high tunnel.
That's awesome. Let's see. Keep on building
Yes.
little by little.
Expanding the herbs
Let's
for
see.
medicinal purposes.
Sure
That
is
is a
open
very good thinking.
Susan said, never grown my own food, but it sure has opened my planning for pantry building and to put back at least 3 months of bills. Great idea. Want to do a little more? Let's see, definitely long-term start last year, already better late than never. Just adding some extra food to my freezer. Done 1,000 jars last year. We had
Wow.
beef, cow, and pigs for the freezer. That's amazing.
Yes.
Keep the same, just growing slowly. Same, I'm expanding herbs also.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, we're already on this path. We've been setting food back, and I'm so thankful for that. And, I
Yeah.
said in my last
I'm
grocery
glad we
haul-
started doing that.
Yeah, and I said in my last grocery haul, I'm a huge believer in intuition and listening to it. I believe that sometimes the Lord just gives us a sense of, you feel something's coming. Maybe there's something that you need to do, and to listen to that and not dismiss it. And I'm thankful that we did that because, there are so many people that I know personally that they only have a few days worth of food in their house. I know people that go to the store every single day after work to pick up what they're going to have for dinner that night. And, and people like that, they're struggling right now.
Yeah.
And so, I'm a big
I'm reading the
advocate
comment about the
on,
pine cones for TP.
but anyway, so for me, I want to stay on this path, just keep doing what we're doing. But I kind of want to get going a little quicker. I want to expand a little more, a little faster, maybe than what we had originally planned.
Yeah.
So,
How did it feel? How does it compare with the government shutdown last year for us?
This is a totally different
This is
ball
totally
game.
different.
We're actually better shape now than we were last year.
Yeah, well, not only do we have a food storage supply set up now, but I'm not out of work.
Right.
I'm working.
And I'm doing better financially.
Your workload has increased, so she's getting more hours.
Right.
So
and last year we had food storage, but we have been more intentional this year.
Yeah.
So we have more in storage than we did this time last year.
Yeah.
So we're
around
we're in better shape.
We have to alter what we're doing, and we have to always think about, I mean, like I said, I could wake up tomorrow morning and they could tell me don't come into work.
Right.
But I think that overall we're in much better shape, and it seems like everything is shut down except the government right now.
Yeah.
So actually a lot of places are shut down that even are government run that I know of. But anyway, what else we got?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people saying, well, and Amanda even said Rick is more open to having chickens now, that's really good. Yeah, whenever you realize how much you depend on the store, and I think something like this is like a first, I mean, in my lifetime, that something like this has happened. So it really makes you kind of step back and reevaluate, what can I do for myself so I don't have to rely on someone
During
else.
the government shutdown, my biggest worry was, when am I going to go back to work and get paid? And how are we going to pay the bills that are currently due?
Right.
Right now, I think my biggest concern is, older family members getting sick. They may not get the virus that's going around, but if they get sick, they're being told don't even go to the doctor right now. So, I mean, they don't have to get what's in the news. They could get something completely unrelated,
right?
But they're not going to want to go to the doctor. So yeah, I'm a little worried about them, and I'm also worried about with the panic and the fear.
Yes.
When I say they, panic and fear, we're talking about different agencies, governors, mayors on up. They're shutting stuff down. They're using this state of emergency as an excuse to tell businesses they can't open. And that's a slippery slope because they might tell them they can't open, but then if this keeps getting worse, they can start making laws that we can't go do stuff that we have the right to go do.
Right.
And they're not going to take those laws away once they enact them.
Right.
So I'm just scared. How far would this go as far as just government stuff, just trying to take advantage of the situation and make things, they're in control. How quickly can they just tell everybody what to do?
Right. Yeah, and it's that's been my biggest thing. I'm for myself, I'm not worried about the virus. Like he said, we do have people in our family that we're concerned about if they were to get it. But for me, what has been the craziest is just seeing the reaction in our communities. And a lot of it's because people don't plan. They don't plan. But I told him when I went to the grocery just to fill in the gaps, just thinking, okay, we might not be able to get to a store for a couple of weeks. I'm just going to fill in the gaps of what we already have. And I told him, because he was like, why did you spend that much? And I said, well, I already had a plan of what I wanted to get. But
Sounds like we might be sharing our groceries with my parents.
Yeah.
They told us today they hadn't been to the grocery in 3 weeks, and we're like,
yeah, and that's okay. I think we'll be okay to share. But what I noticed myself doing while I was in town is I was reacting off of other people. I'm seeing how they're freaking out, and I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I'm just going to pick up a couple of extra things because everybody's freaking out, so everybody's taking everything.
Yeah.
And so who knows when the stores are going to stock back up again.
Yeah, we need to start buying newspapers so we can use those if we run out of TP.
Yeah.
We don't get the newspaper.
No, we don't. Let's see. Biggest tip for everyone, grow your own food, raise your own meat if possible. I agree. That is the worst threat we have right now. lot of people around live paycheck to paycheck. They are all freaking out. Biggest fear is if or when the trucks stop. Yeah. Actually, that's around the time that my parents became preppers. My mom said it was because that was one of her fears is food trucks or the trucks not getting to the store. It just occurred to her one day.
Yeah.
That might be a possibility one day, and then that's when they became preppers.
I see several comments about, have faith, God's in control.
Yep.
We are firm believers of that. God will take care of us if we have faith and just try to do stay faithful.
Yes.
He'll take care of us. It may not be what we expect, but
Right.
He will provide.
Yeah, and I think our pastor said it at church Sunday. He said,
And yes, we were there.
yeah, we were there.
Our doors were open.
He said, what was it? He said, the Lord, when you come together,
Well, nowhere in the
in your
scripture,
yeah,
nowhere in the scripture has God's people been punished for coming together and worshiping Him. But when God's people neglected Him and forgot Him, that's when diseases were sent and pestilence and famine and punishments.
right.
Yeah. Is that what you were trying to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. Walmart is only opening their pickup one day in advance here and limiting what people can buy. Our biggest fear is Cecil being out of work with limited pay. Yes.
But we were down. There were people that weren't there, and I don't blame older people,
Oh, no,
elderly.
yeah.
We've got a
Or
lot
the
of
people with very small children.
Yeah, and we got a lot of people that are, I guess you could say, high risk. And yeah, they need to do what's smart.
Yeah. Yeah. And I that's my thing is I believe in the right to make that decision for yourself. I don't want the government making that decision for me. If I don't want to go to church, then I have that right to say I'm going to stay home.
But if I want to,
I'm going.
the government better
By
not
golly.
tell me I can't.
Yeah. Well, but I know this is turning into a
Guess
church.
what? We said we wasn't going to talk about this month. You
Well,
know what? We're talking about it.
Yeah.
Ah.
But I was also going to say, of course, kind of sticking back with church and in the Bible, you find through history that in times when the church can't get together, they meet in secret, and that's how the gospel spreads.
Well, yeah. Many times when the church was persecuted, then it spread like wildfire.
It did. President Trump said
Yeah.
we could
Okay. Back to gardening.
we could get food to the big grocery stores. I am at high risk because of asthma. Yeah, Jennifer at Serenity Hill, she's also high risk. And when we were at the salvage store and there were so many people there, we did see somebody there wearing a mask and gloves, and I was like, oh, she must be high risk. And Jennifer was like, I am too. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. They added epilepsy to high risk, so that's our daughter. High fevers trigger her. Yeah, definitely.
Do you see this as the beginning of a revival?
Wouldn't that be
I mean,
wonderful?
you never know.
You never know, but that would be wonderful.
I mean, when bad things come along, the Lord can use those
Oh, absolutely.
for good things.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you think about it too.
Out of tragedy, there can be good that comes out of it. We are looking at videos to learn how to sew masks. Huh.
Yep. So has everyone started seeds?
To sew a mask. I was told at work the other day, just speaking of that, and I don't know if you knew this or not, I was just told this at work, that the dusk mask, like what I would wear if I'm mowing the yard and just want to, for
Simply
allergies,
Southern.
they said that wouldn't help. But those kind of masks will not block. And most people that are wearing the mask are wearing it to keep them from coughing on others.
Right.
But
Yeah. Let's see. Late, but just getting tomatoes started. Yeah, that's me too. I typically start seeds like the last 2 weeks in February.
I thought you were going to start seeds today.
Well, I worked all
I thought
day.
she was going to do it today.
I had to work though. I worked all
Yeah.
day today.
But it's getting soon, very soon.
Yes. Okay, so let's switch gears a little bit. So we talked about garden planning, and I thought maybe we could also talk about cooking from food storage.
Yeah.
So what are some of y'all's favorite meals to cook from your food storage. I know for me, chili is a big one.
Chili is kind of our mainstay. Somebody mentioned spaghetti the other day.
Yeah,
I
spaghetti's
think
another one.
spaghetti, if you got some canned sauce and
Hey, JCB
meat
Farm.
and stuff like that. Spaghetti's quick and easy. Chili's quick and easy.
And we always have those ingredients on hand.
Yes. Yeah.
Biscuits and gravy.
Ooh, yes.
Let's see.
See, in our food pantry, I mean, if we had to, we could just resort to peanut butter and a bunch
Yes.
of peanut butter related products. Peanut butter and crackers,
we
peanut
have
butter
a lot
and jelly
of peanut
sandwiches.
butter. Yeah. Let's see. Homemade bean soup, chili, spaghetti, and homemade pizza. I want some bean recipes for some. Oh,
We have
speaking
chicken
of that,
noodles. We have canned chicken noodle.
Yeah. Mandy, if you go check out Little Mountain Ranch, and she just put up a video on bean recipes because she did like a preparedness cooking from her preparedness pantry, and she has one of the recipes she made was for baked beans, and she uses like all different kinds of beans in hers. Anyway, it looked really, really good. Aunt Edna's canned vegetable soup. Oh, nice. Would you send me that, please? Pinto beans and ham hocks. Yes.
Yeah. Beans and rice. Yeah.
Pork chops.
Beans and rice with
and mushroom
cornbread.
soup over rice. Oh, it's my
Man,
favorite.
beans and rice with cornbread, that could just go for days.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
Yep.
I mean, I grew up on that. That stuff is just awesome.
Bean butter cookies. What is that? That I have never heard of. Love inventing.
Or does she meant to say peanut butter cookies?
He. Oh yeah, he
he
probably
jump
did
off,
say.
yeah.
He probably did mean peanut butter cookies. And yes, we've actually. I made a batch of
doing,
no
Josh?
bake. Oh, I'm just petting her. I made a batch of no bake cookies for the family. Not that long ago, and then not long after that, Emily made some. Let's see, black beans with rice and cornbread. Yum. Let's see.
Lentils? Do you have lentils?
I do have lentils.
Do we?
Yes.
I didn't know if we had any down there.
I do. Yeah, lentils is something I crave when I don't feel
Didn't you
good.
just
lentil
buy?
soup?
You just bought a bunch of oatmeal too, didn't you?
When we were, I have a, tomorrow hopefully I will post my video of what I bought at the salvage store. I wasn't planning on buying anything, but I found a couple of really good deals that I could
Yeah.
not pass up.
Yeah.
So I will share that. Let's see, Jennifer said pintos and rice with cornbread, homemade pancakes, vegetable and fruit breads, stuffed pepper casserole, and bone broth. Oh, those all sound so good.
Yeah.
Bro Farm said stew, here to make a roux for many things. It's just flour and water. So potato stew, gumbo, beef stew, spaghetti, sauce picante. That sounds good. Yes, Little Mountain Ranch. Yes. And tell Chelsea that I sent you. Let's see.
So
if you call her, she'll just
what
tell
we have in our food storage,
hot oatmeal.
we can make lots of different meals with some of the food storage items we have.
Yes.
And we can make it last for quite a while. I think you said our goal is to have a big enough pantry that if we had to go to it and to it alone, we would have our goal, I think, is what, 6 months?
6 months.
6 months of food storage. Right now, I
Doesn't
think
sound so crazy now, does it?
right now we are almost halfway there. I would say
we're halfway there.
I'd say we're almost halfway
Yeah.
there.
I still want to stock up more on medical supplies.
Yeah,
I need to get caught up on that.
that's the one thing that we're lacking
Ooh, salmon
quite a
patties,
bit
yes.
especially when you think of if it just, if people don't want you to go into the doctor right now. I got a text from our dentist. Did you get that text today?
No.
I got a text from our dentist today that they are only going to be dealing with dental emergencies right now. Just no regular cleanings and checkups, and they're going to wait and hold off on all that. So, yeah, if you couldn't go to the doctor for the next couple of months, that's one thing we're lacking is just medical supplies.
Yeah, and I did go and get, if you saw the grocery haul, There were some things that I picked up, and I actually did a couple of weeks ago. When I was at Dollar General, I didn't do a haul on this because I was just running in to get, I think, some paper towels or something. And I heard people talking behind me about how they were having a hard time finding hand sanitizer already at that point. And so I paid for my paper towels. I took them out to the car. I came back in and I went and I bought 2 bottles of NyQuil and 2 bottles of DayQuil, just in case.
Yeah.
Let's see. People are still talking about what they use. This is awesome. I'm gonna have to go back.
It is.
And make a list.
It's not so crazy being prepared now, is it? I think not just our country, not just the United States, but the world, I think just got a wake-up call.
Yeah.
You know what? Be prepared. Even if it's just being prepared in small ways, that's a start.
Yes.
Because people are freaking out.
Yes.
Because they don't think past tomorrow morning.
Right. And so when we come out on the other side of this, and you have already decided, you see why it's good to be prepared.
And we will come out on this. Give it a few months.
Yes, we will come out on the other side of this. But my recommendation, if you want to start preparing, you don't have to go out and buy a year's supply of food all at one time. What we did was $5 at a time.
Yep.
Whatever your grocery budget is for the week, take $5 and set it aside for things that you're going to put back. $5 will buy 4 cans of tuna, 3 boxes of macaroni and cheese, and a case of water. Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, you need to think about nutrition, but
don't forget the water.
There are times when it's okay to get the box stuff. You want something that is shelf stable, something that is going to fill a belly, because remember, it's for an emergency. It's not how you're going to live. Okay. It's just, there's a difference between thriving and surviving.
Yeah.
When it's an emergency, you need to concentrate on survival.
And yeah, even though some of us do prepare in that way, we're realizing now, there was that one item, like toilet paper, that I was lacking.
Yeah.
Because I just saw that, I am prepared.
Right.
But not with TP.
Right. And also, so with the toilet paper thing,
and you can survive without that.
You can
Just
survive
saying.
without that, yes. I would say...
You may think, that's gross and nasty, but you can survive without that.
If you have...
People did it for...
I'll be right back.
People did it.
Keep talking.
People did that for generations before that stuff was invented.
Keep talking.
But yeah, there's always items that you think at this day and time, there was that one item that now I know that we need to include that into our preparedness list.
I'm gonna show y'all what we would do if we run out of toilet paper, okay?
Okay.
I have a few bottles.
You're just gonna show us products.
No. I'm showing you the bottle. Look at the bottle, okay? If we run out of toilet paper...
not what's labeled, just the bottle. Okay.
We have 2 bathrooms, 2 toilets. I have several of these bottles. I would keep these in the bathroom with a little, maybe hand soap or a little bit of shampoo or something, just something sudsy. And every time someone goes to the bathroom, they would put a couple of drops of soap in there and some warm water and shake it up. And then I have a ton of these cheap flour sack tea towels from Walmart.
Yeah.
I would cut these up into squares and each bathroom would have a stack. Then next to the toilet, I would have a mop bucket with some water and a little bit of bleach.
Kathy's
and
already.
then when I get done, so you're gonna spray yourself off, follow up with a wipe. When you get done, you drop the wipe in the bleach water and then you wash it. So if you don't have toilet paper, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm. And North Star Prepstetter said it, a handheld bidet.
Yes.
And now I've always wondered how you spelled bidet.
Yep.
And there it is.
It's, like that. So anyway, with that being said,
country bidet.
With that being said, concentrate on your food supply, your food and water first. You
Yeah.
don't need toilet paper to survive.
Yeah. But you need water.
But
and
you
food.
need water. But yeah.
Yeah. Cloth diapers. Yeah.
Yep. Towels, old t-shirts. I mean, you know.
A phone book. Somebody just put the phone book.
You
pages
do
of
what
a
you got
phone
to do.
book. Yeah. Yeah, we will, you know, if that was the worst thing that ever happened in the world, is people needed alternative TP devices. Mm-hmm. Devices.
We know what you
Material.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so that's my suggestion. Just a couple of dollars a week. And then as you go, as you keep setting back, kind of start filling in the holes. Like go wherever it is that you're storing your food, take your inventory. Do you need more fruit? Do you need more vegetables? Do you need meat? Or proteins? It doesn't have to be meat, just some sort of protein product. Yeah, and there's also a lot of things. If you go on Pinterest, you can find lists to get you started, things to set back.
Karen, I don't understand it either.
What was that?
I don't understand why everybody started hoarding the toilet paper.
Yeah.
Man, we really broke our number one rule of this show tonight.
We have not said the word though.
Yeah. But even one of the doctors on TV today said he went to the store, all the hand sanitizers, toilet papers, paper towels, Clorox wipes, everything was wiped out. And then he looked over and there was a whole shelf full of soap. And he was just like, that is probably the one thing that we're telling everybody to use that works better. And he was just like, anyway, he's like, I don't understand it either. So
Yeah. Kelly said, start a journal now and a list of and a list of things you need now to stock up later for a future problem. Absolutely.
yeah. Yeah, when we do go through little things like this and people are, you know, hoarding or getting what they need, and then you see what you've got, when you realize, oh, I'm lacking in that one thing, jot it down. Make you a list. Because, yeah, when this is over with, look at those items. Get you at least your top 5 of those items and think, okay, from now on, when I start building up my storage, whether it's food, water, whatever, toiletry items or anything like that, say, okay, I'm going to start on this list too, and I'm going to start including those items with all my preparedness stuff.
Right. Yeah, so it's definitely, I think, for a lot of us, a teaching moment.
and yeah, people aren't thinking, they're just panicking.
Right.
That's
the problem.
They're not
The panic is the
afraid.
problem.
They're not afraid of getting sick. They're just, they're getting on this bandwagon of all the fear and panic. And it's just like, well, if everybody else is panicking, I guess I should be too. And so then they jump on that. So it's kind of like being at a big sports game. Okay, I'll give this little quick story. So in baseball, I'm not an Atlanta Braves fan. I think they're okay. But we went one year when they were headed towards the World Series, and we went and watched one of the playoff games in Atlanta. I don't even remember who they were playing. But I'm just enjoying the game, having a good time. Well, when they started doing their Atlanta chop and the wave, and you saw, 40,000 people just screaming and going nuts, I got into it too. It got me all fired up. There's a reason they call them fans, because they're fanatics. And I mean, you get into it. And I think that's what's happening here is everybody is they're panicking. So everybody else that's sitting on the sidelines watching this, they're like, oh yeah, let's do it too.
Right. Kelly said, I don't understand the water situation. Could you explain? Sure. Here's what my thinking is on that. And I don't blame anybody that goes for the water, because the water plants are run by people, and if people get sick, what happens with the water? I mean, that's kind of my thinking on that. Somebody else might have a better idea. But yeah, I mean, that's my thinking.
But you never know when the water's going to get turned off or shut down or something like that.
Right. Right. I think the best thing to do is to get you a good water filtering system because bottled water runs out.
I mean, right now it's a sickness that's going around. But what if next year it's not a sickness? What if next year it's the water's contaminated or somebody has put something in something and now you can't trust eating or drinking certain foods? So, I mean, it could be, it's one thing now, it could be one thing 5 years from now or next year or 6 months from now. So you just got to think, just don't concentrate on storing one thing. Have a diversity.
Yes. Have
a diversity of different things put aside.
Yeah. North Star said, thing is, city water depends on chemicals to make it drinkable. At some point, the chemicals won't be available and they'll shut it down.
Yeah. Just like some of the medical supplies, they're realizing now how much of our medical supplies is dependent on another country getting them to us.
Let's see. Cliff said, my neighbor across the street asked if I could help her get a few supplies. I went out for her and got everything on her list except TP. I got large packs of napkins. Oh, man. Kathy is like the bomb. She posted wartime farm videos, which is excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. I highly recommend that.
She watched them like crazy.
They were so good.
It took me a while to get into it, but once I started watching them with her, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Let's see. I told her she can use these instead of TP, just cut it in half. When I got home, I gave her 2 rolls from my stash. Well, that was nice of you. Oh, Amy says they have a well. That's awesome. Can't afford groceries daily for my stores are bare. Have $25 budget for food weekly. Let's see. Use zigzag scissors. Oh, for cutting. Yep, that's a great tip. If you're cutting fabric to use as a TP, then use zigzag scissors. That will help with the fraying.
Yeah, and a lot of these products that we've been relying.
Yes, Amy, I agree.
We just need to start making them ourselves.
Absolutely.
Bring back that manufacturer. And I think the guy we got right now in office would like that too.
George said, do you think a coffee maker could be used as an instant water purification system? I don't know that it gets hot enough. I think to purify water, you have to boil it for a period of time. And coffee makers don't boil, they just heat. I don't know that it actually gets to a boiling point. Let's see. True, older generation has been, through tough times.
Baby wipes. We always have several pack of baby wipes in the house.
Yep. Let's see. Heard it could be when they spray down the streets, it goes in our drinking water.
That's true.
Let's see. If you need help or need
Especially
something
around
from
here.
someone.
We have a karst topography here, so we don't have much ground filtration. So everything that runs off the surface goes right into the groundwater in this area. And so they really have to treat our water before they send it out to the municipals.
Right.
Well, our hour is flown by.
Cast iron mama, see, you're a smart lady. Smart. Yeah, while everybody was buying bread, she was out buying flour and yeast. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's like you. You asked me, you were like, is this all the bread we have? And I'm like, no. I got I got a big old thing of yeast downstairs, and I got lots of flour, so we're fine.
Yeah, that's true. And it will be better for us, healthier for us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And just I've been using a lot of store-bought things lately, and a lot of it has everything to do with my schedule. Now that I'm working a lot, so but hopefully as things calm down and I get into a better routine, we'll be able to do more from scratch cooking.
That's true.
Yeah. But anyway, well, this was extremely helpful. I hope all of you
I've enjoyed our chat.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Even though we talked about the thing we said we weren't going to talk about. But again, how we live and what we talk about on this channel is perfect.
It helps with this stuff.
It does.
And we've got an awesome community like you guys that watch and chat with us that You know, we have so many great ideas to bounce off one another, and it does. It helps us get through stuff like this, and it gives us some great ideas. So we appreciate your feedback.
Let's see, what is the website or channel Tangi said to go to? You're talking about Little Mountain Ranch for the baked beans, maybe? We danced around it, George said, yes.
Yeah, and North Star Prepsteader, I highly recommend go watch her videos if you really want to learn about being prepared and different items and things. She's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to that.
Yes.
Definitely recommend her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and Getting Started on Homesteading said to be sure to check out his video on how to make toilet paper. And yes, and all of our mods are incredible. Thank y'all so much. They are volunteers. They do an amazing job. Thank y'all so much for everything that y'all do to keep our chats family friendly. And
hit the thumbs up, subscribe. We really appreciate that too.
Yeah.
If anything, that just really helps, I guess, with YouTube analytics somehow. It kind of gets it out there more. I heard that Hamiltonville Farms actually was a trending video, and how awesome is it to have a homestead video person be trending on YouTube? That's awesome.
Kathy said, "You mean we could get paid?" in hugs and love.
What did I say? I was paying people?
I don't know. I said they're volunteers.
Oh, for the moderators?
Yes. Oh, me.
We fed them. We fed one this week.
We
They
fed
came
one
over
of
and
them.
They had chili
Yeah.
with us.
Well, but how many mods do we have though?
Our
And they live-
moderators will.
I will
if they
mail
stop
you a
by-
bowl of chili.
If our moderators are passing through, we'll have dinner with them. Definitely.
Cast Iron Mama said, "Stay safe and use soap and water."
Yeah.
Yeah. Amanda said, "You fed me many times, and you have fed me as well." Oh,
Anytime.
me. Okay, you guys.
I should take some salsa. Yeah. Have a good week.
Yes.
Be healthy. Be safe.
Be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared.
Until next time, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.